His name is Aiden, and I believe him to be very cute. So cute, I bought a chair I couldn't afford just because he made it.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mistakes that were left in Sex and the City.
How do you know Nina Katz?
Everybody knows Nina Katz. She's the booker for Saturday Night Live.
For this list, we're looking at the errors throughout the original series and 2 subsequent movies that managed to go under the editor's radars. The sequel/revival series and Just Like That won't be included this time around. Did you spot any other gaffes in Sex and the City? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Where is Carrie's reflection? Carrie's forced to confront her past when she meets another of Aiden's exes, Nina Katz.
Have we met?
I recognize you from your column.
Oh.
And I went out with Aiden right after you.
In typical Carrie fashion, she spends most of the episode obsessing about the encounter. In one scene, she catches the end of an Alec Baldwin-helmed episode of SNL, only to notice Nina's name appear in the end credits. After she switches the television off, we're shown a close-up shot of its now dark screen. You can clearly see much of the room reflected, but curiously, Carrie, who is sitting directly opposite, is notably missing. Based on her positioning in the room, we definitely should have been able to see her mirrored image.
Hey, do you think Nina Katz is telling random celebrity hosts that I'm the bad breakup girlfriend?
Number 9. Carrie's thumbtack mishap. Carrie reluctantly agrees to attend a photo shoot to help promote her columns. Of course, it helps that they let her keep the dress.
I had misgivings, which were somewhat mollified when they told me I could keep the dress.
You'll be well acquainted with the resulting photograph, as it's the one that appears on the side of the bus in the opening titles. In one scene, Samantha helps Carrie put the poster up on the wall with thumbtacks.
Okay, here it is. Here.
Oh, you look...
naked.
In the very next shot, the poster's already started curling away from the wall. Hey, we've all been there.
Shouldn't be embarrassed.
No, you look fabulous. Besides, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, you would say that. You're a publicist.
Strangely enough, though, the next time we see it, it's secured to the wall again, even though neither lady has touched it again.
It's the best personal ad I've ever seen in my life.
Samantha had a particular knack for turning a desperate situation into a hopeless one.
Number 8. The overnight transformation of Steve's puppy.
We should do it. We should have a baby.
Yeah, right.
Steve gets a puppy to compensate for the baby Miranda isn't ready to have.
Please, loyal lady, take me home and love me.
You're insane.
Only the experience proves her reservations correct, and they ultimately break up. Nevertheless, since they're living together, Miranda's left caring for the adorable little mutt when Steve stays out all night.
Steve! It's 4 a.m.
Miranda realized he was with the girl executive. It was officially over. She finally got it into her head.
But when he returns the following morning, the dog that greets him appears to be considerably smaller than the one Miranda had previously.
Hey.
She tells him that she's already taken the dog out. So the only reasonable conclusions are that she either brought the wrong one home, or this is the canine Benjamin Button.
Morning.
Morning. I took the dog out already.
Thanks. I was...
There's coffee, and I circled a bunch of apartments in the Village Voice that sound good.
I should probably get out of here today. Thanks for letting me sleep on your couch.
Or maybe it's just a continuity error. Take your pick. Number 7. The magic teapot.
He's not coming.
After Carrie gets left at the altar, Samantha turns her honeymoon into a girl's getaway. Only Carrie's not feeling up to doing anything other than sleeping.
It's going to be a gorgeous sunset.
Close the shutters.
At one point, Samantha comes into her room to convince her to eat some breakfast.
Honey, you have to eat a little breakfast.
Pay close attention to the teapot on the tray, as it completely changes between shots depending on whether we're looking at it from Carrie's angle or Samantha's. When it's in front of Carrie, it's just your standard teapot, but it has a more Art Deco design with no lid when seen in front of Samantha. A magic teapot should have easily pulled Carrie out of her Mexicoma, at least briefly. Number 6. Who's interested in starring in Carrie's movie?
Why would he want to be involved?
Because he's smart. He's a producer as well, and he really took to the material. You're meeting him tomorrow at 3. Hot, hottie, hot.
Sex and the City creator Darren Star once revealed that Alec Baldwin was his first choice to play Big. Obviously, that didn't happen, but he was later approached to play a fictionalized version of himself, who would get into talks to play Big in a movie inspired by Carrie's columns.
So, big news. I have a star interested. Guess who?
Drew Barrymore?
He passed, as did George Clooney and Warren Beatty. So ultimately, it went to Matthew McConaughey.
That's bullshit, Carrie, and you know it! Kidding. I'm acting.
In the episode, Hollywood exec Debbie, played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, tells Carrie that the movie piqued McConaughey's interest. But watch her lips. You can clearly see that she's actually whispering Warren Beatty.
Matthew McConaughey.
Perhaps they hoped we simply wouldn't notice. But we did. Number 5. Charlotte's career change. Charlotte goes to great lengths to plan the perfect wedding announcement photo.
I thought the point was to look natural.
That's what I'm trying to get you to do.
So you can imagine her disappointment when it isn't the picture-perfect statement for which she hoped. She's so upset by her inky mustache that she doesn't even notice another problem with it.
Oh my God. I have a mustache.
It's an ink stain.
If you take the time to read, it lists Charlotte as, quote, a writer and editor at Fashions Magazine in Manhattan. As any fan of the show could tell you, Charlotte worked in the art world and dreamed of someday opening her own gallery. Admittedly, this error is harder to spot, but we're sure that some more observant fans caught it. Number 4. Miranda's reappearing cupcake. In Season 3, Miranda and Carrie have a catch-up over coffee and cupcakes outside New York's Magnolia Bakery.
I have a crush.
Yeah?
Miranda sips her coffee with one hand and holds her cupcake with the other. Then the coffee cup seemingly evaporates, freeing up both hands for cake.
Good. You haven't had a real crush in a while. Not since Big.
Big wasn't a crush, he was a crash.
Weirder still, the cupcakes are apparently so delicious that both keep eating while they're chatting. Miranda's about halfway through hers when the camera cuts to Carrie.
At this age, I'd have to say I'm crush-proof.
What about Steve?
Oh, God, right. I forgot about my boyfriend. Is that normal?
You're asking me?
But when it cuts back again, she's holding what looks like a completely uneaten cupcake.
Steve thinks he's gonna win $1 million.
You told me.
I guess I have to keep repeating it until I believe it. It's totally illogical, and then he wants me to be all supportive.
No wonder Magnolia Bakery became so popular thanks to the series. Everyone was searching for the magical reappearing confection. Number 3. All the baby Bradys. Some say that the first year in a baby's life is the most transformative.
I was thinking Brady. Brady Hobbs.
But they probably didn't mean from one frame to the next. Still, some fans notice that baby Brady goes through several quite significant changes throughout Season 5. In some shots, he appears bigger. Occasionally, you'll see him with a rounder face, and he's not always a fiery redhead like his mom.
So, here we are, huh?
According to the DVD's commentary, 3 different actors played the character. Since you can't really tell a baby to stop crying because you're trying to shoot an episode, they had 2 more on standby to avoid too many disruptions during filming.
It's too bad I blew my only chance at a boyfriend this year.
You want to hold my boyfriend?
Number 2. Uncontrollable passersby.
I felt like I owned the city. Nothing and no one could get in my way.
Sex and the City famously filmed on location in New York, with real New Yorkers in the background. Of course, this posed some issues for production, including people staring directly into the camera. They would also stop in the middle of the street to watch the actors exchange dialogue.
There you go.
He's very handsome. Number 2, he's not wearing a wedding ring. Number 3, he knows I carry a personal supply of ultra-textured Trojans with a reservoir tip.
Thanks a lot.
The most outrageous incident occurred in season 5 when a man walking behind Samantha didn't even try to be subtle as he took her photo.
I have some ideas.
You still want me to do this, right?
And this was before camera phones, so it's hard to miss. When we cut back to Samantha again, the street is far less busy, meaning they probably had no choice but to clear the area.
Fantastic! I'll have him pull some stuff and we can go look at it. How's Saturday?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Carrie's bathroom door. If you look past the cute tutu, you'll notice her door alternates between open and closed. What foam? Is it just Miranda who can see the foam?
Here you go, ladies.
Just have so much foam you could ski on the head.
Carrie gets burned. If she burned the front of her legs, why is Aiden icing the backs?
I burned my legs. It really hurts.
Here. Jump up here. Come on. Ah. Where is... Oh, there it is. Oh.
Miranda's open drawer. After she shuts it, the drawer opens back up just a little.
Look, I have a boyfriend, so it's not like I'm sleeping with a bunch of different men.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Disappearing Commuters. The Sex and the City opening titles are still considered among the most iconic of all time. But, as one eagle-eyed fan noticed, a couple of mistakes evaded many of us during the show's 6-season run. Firstly, this is one speedy vehicle, as seconds after it splashes Carrie, it's suddenly nowhere near the sidewalk. Secondly, as the bus comes towards her, you can see all the passengers on board. But after she gets splashed, it's miraculously empty. We know that New Yorkers like everything to move fast, but even by their standards, it's utterly inconceivable that everyone managed to get off the bus between shots. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.